Meanwhile, as you see behind me, chipmaker Ambiq set to debut here at the stock exchange today after raising $96 million in its IPO. Shares priced at $24 each in an upsized deal. This is a VC-backed company whose semiconductors are used in edge computing, including artificial intelligence. Well, we'll have a lot to cover in today's show, including more on Ambiq, but let's take a look at what else is on tap this hour. We're going to have extensive coverage of that IPO throughout the hour, including exclusive access to the company's executive remarks from the boardroom in just a few minutes, to one-to-one interviews with Ambiq's CEO and founder, and of course, we'll give you a front row seat to the opening bell at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I am going to jump in here. We're listening to remarks, about to hear some remarks from Ambiq underway in the boardroom. Michelle Schneider, Chief Market Strategist at Market Gauge, thank you. The boardroom for those remarks from Ambiq as it's set to IPO.
We really have to thank, first of all the customers that have supported Ambiq to this day. We shipped more than 270 million units of our product. You see that, that's why you see a lot of people wearing already our devices. And if you go to airport, you go to hospital, you go anywhere, you see our product being used. Also, I'd like to thank all the management team's family members. Working for Ambiq hasn't been that easy. So, supporting my management team, I am sure it was really, really tough journey to be with us here today. But again, we made it. We really, really came to this start of the new chapter. And Ambiq has been built, founded by Scott Hansen's Spot technology. As you guys know that the sub-threshold power optimized technology. This is a technology that allows all the semiconductor to operate with most efficient energy semiconductor that we can provide. And that will enable edge AI product with more real-time, on-device intelligence. And you can see your life is going to change. I really have to believe that this technology, without Scott, I think our future would not be as bright as it would have been 10 years from now. With Scott's technology, we will be able to have great edge AI product. And this is some of the example. Like some of the smart watches has this heart rate monitoring, right? Just shows the numbers, measuring numbers. That's easy. If you put the intelligence in there, they understand that what you're doing. And if they know what you're doing, the heart rate goes up to 160, but you're working out hard, that's not going to be a problem. But if you're sleeping and get to the 120, it's going to alarm you and wake you up. Those is intelligence. And I can think so many more examples of how Ambiq will enable those devices to be meaningful and important to your life. Okay, so edge AI is going to grow. I know a lot of people think that the AI equal ChatGPT, Gemini, and some other larger language models. But what matters to our future, our life, is edge AI devices. For example, I got a problem with my contact lens, bifocal contact lenses, because it's not really made for me. It's made for general public. So with AI in the contact lenses, it will adjust what you're looking at the way really quickly, real time, really, really without even thinking about it, you can look at the book and look at the far away and still be able to function as if that you're young, 12 years old eyesight. So I believe that our technology is going to be needed. And Scott's technology is the one enable most of the really sophisticated function with this energy efficiency. And up until chapter 1 of this company, we talked about the battery life extension. It was great. But now we have a lot of customer telling us that without Ambiq, those functionality is not going to be meaningful. Hey, it may last an hour for the prescription glasses, but then what am I going to do after the rest of like 23 hours? So with our technology, we will enable those intelligence to last long, to be meaningful and great life. I asked Scott to make my life easy at the age of 70. So he had only short period of time. But again, we believe that our technology will make everybody, not people only here, the people, regardless of the countries they live, I know we will make their life much simpler, easier, and aging is just a number, not really how, you cannot read, you cannot hear. Those will be going away. When a lot of people hit 80s, still it's going to be great. Glass is going to tell you who you're talking to. Sometimes, I apologize, but some of you guys I met before, I had to go through thinking, okay, what's his name? When did I meet last? That's not going to even happen in 10 years from now. It's going to see in your glasses and says, okay, that's Tim Chan, your board member. Last time you met in person. Last time you met in person was almost like 8 months ago, right? And also, like, I get to see his background a little bit. So all these really real life, improved aging, improved life, just anything is going to be so important, and we are the enabler. So again, guys, let's put the intelligence everywhere and make everybody's life so easy and comfortable and fun. Okay? Again, thank you so much.
Okay. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
All right, thanks there to Ambiq CEO Fumi Asaka, about to accept a memorabilia medallion, of course, from the president of the New York Stock Exchange, Lynn Martin, and make his way down along with his team to the Stock Exchange opening bell podium. We'll see Fumi soon. We are going to take a quick break, and we'll see you on the other side. All right, well, in just a moment, Ambiq is set to ring the opening bell as it celebrates its IPO here at the exchange. The Texas-based semiconductor firm, founded in 2010, focuses on ultra-low power chips and software platforms designed for AI capabilities on devices like wearable gadgets, medical sensors, and industrial Internet of Things. You're taking a live look there at the opening bell podium as Ambiq's CEO is set to open the equity markets alongside the NYSE president. All right, well, I do want to head down to the trading floor because earlier this hour, Ambiq rang the opening bell to celebrate its IPO, and Ashley Masternardi has more now. Ashley, good morning.
Good morning, Kristen. Ambiq specializes in edge AI. They power small devices like smartwatches and smart rings with energy-efficient artificial intelligence. I'm joined now by their CEO, Fumi Asaka. Fumi, welcome to the New York Stock Exchange.
Thank you so much.
So what is Edge AI and why is it so important to you?
Again, Edge AI is real-time, always on intelligent devices around your body. And that really makes your life really more live, more exciting. And also something like, like my age, it will becomes like much easier and more meaningful. So let me tell you some of the examples, right? We used to have like these devices with a heart rate, just tell you the numbers, okay? 80, 90, 100, 110, but it doesn't mean anything, right? But once you have intelligence there, they know what you're doing. So if you're running and go to 160, it's okay. But when you're sleeping and go to 120, they will tell you that it's something that it's really something wrong. Really something that makes your life more lively and more fun, that's what we enable. So with our technology, all devices will become more intelligent, and year after year, these functionality will be more sophisticated and make our life much easier. And I always tell my team that when I hit 70, I'm going to have a much easier life with glasses, hearing aid, watches, whatever they are, even medical devices. They're going to really have like medical devices on the wrist, so that most of the minor sickness could be detected by your devices, and that's going to be very meaningful for our life. So we're very excited.
When you took this job in 2015, what was your vision for Ambiq?
Well, Ambiq had this proprietary technology called a SPOT, sub-threshold power optimized technology. I knew that this is disrupted technology. This is not something that you make some semiconductor functionality a little bit better. This is a fundamental technology to allow semiconductor to operate in a lower voltage level. And I know that is going to be important. I knew. And again, validation came when AI became really common. Now we're confident this Edge AI is going to make our life so great. So this lowest energy platform is something that I knew that it was going to make really semiconductor world to be in a different space.
Fumi Asaka, CEO of Ambiq, thank you so much for joining us at the New York Stock Exchange. We're going to go to a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to NYSE TV Live. We are on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. So much excitement. Ambiq was the bell ringer and they're IPOing today. I'm joined now by Scott Hansen. He is the CTO and founder. Welcome to the New York Stock Exchange.
Happy to be here.
So your team let me in on a little secret. Not only is today the day of your IPO, but it is also your birthday. How does it feel to IPO on your birthday?
Best birthday present I could imagine. Wonderful.
Amazing, amazing. And I think like people, when they see a company go public, they see, it's a big celebration, it's a success, but you're the founder of this company. How much actually went into building Ambiq?
A lot. So it's been, I was reflecting last night, it's been 21 years since I really started developing the core technology behind Ambiq. It's been 15 since I founded the company and built it up. What was incredible to me was the number of people that have been involved and helped us get here. It's not a solo journey, it's one that I've been joined on by a lot of people, so I'm feeling a lot of gratitude today for all those people.
And you're saying that you're joined by a lot of people. You have about 200 employees. What is your message for your employees on IPO day?
First, thank you for sticking with us, for fighting through the hard, long nights. Thank you to your families for that same sacrifice. And what I'll also say is that this is just a step along the journey. We have a lot of work left to do. We have some amazing products to build. So take today, celebrate, but let's get back to work soon.
270 million products worldwide. Can you talk about, you describe these devices as intelligent. What do they do? Why are they intelligent?
Well, that's changed over time. In the early days of building the company, what intelligent meant was that there were sensors on devices like smartwatches, like wireless sensors that be used to monitor industrial machine equipment or machinery. Today, intelligence really means in neural networks, AI, and increasingly what that means is things like instead of just monitoring heart rate, we're able to detect conditions like arrhythmias in the heart, or we can detect sleep apnea or any number of other things. When we're talking about speech devices, where we're talking to a phone or we're talking to a headphone, there are speech enhancement techniques that can be enhanced using, or that can be enabled using AI. When we're talking about industrial machinery, we put sensors on these devices that can monitor the condition of that equipment. We can identify when there's failure looming. These are all really exciting use cases, and it's all AI that's not in the data center, but is out on the edge. It's out on battery-powered devices that are all around us.
CTO and founder of Ambiq, Scott Hansen, thank you so much for joining us, and happy birthday on behalf of the New York Stock Exchange. Kristen, back to you.
Ashley, thank you so much. Yes, an exciting day indeed. Of course, the founder's birthday, as you referenced. Ambiq set to debut here in its first trade at the New York Stock Exchange after raising just shy of $100 million. We'll, of course, have more NYSE TV live coverage tomorrow morning. Have a great day.